Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Nick from Unearth, and this is going to be studio update number two. And we're going to be talking about metal, all the Paiste brass that I'm going to be using on this upcoming album. Got a couple of new additions that I'm going to be talking about, and the other stuff is pretty standard to what I've been using live with Unearth for the past couple of years now. So let's start with the additions. I've got a Alpha Series 16-inch China over here with a 10-inch 2002 splash stacked on top of it. I wanted a little bit more left side versatility with some different patterns that I've been doing, and I wanted to have a little bit more articulation in what my left side was doing, so I decided to go with a quicker sounding China on this side. So that's why I'm going with this stack. So it sounds really good. It's got a very definitive Chinese type sound with a quick decay. So that's going to be something you'll hear on the album. And then I added a 10-inch splash over here. This is a 10-inch 20 series splash, and that is a thin splash. And that guy is also going to be getting a lot of use. As for other splashes, I'm using a 10-inch 20 series metal splash, and then a 2002 12-inch splash. And I've got these set up. If I'm playing, your typical right, left, right, single stroke patterns or whatever it may be, I've got them set up to go high, mid, low. So you can hear this guy is my high, mid, and low. So that's just a simple idea that I use in my playing. And then when it comes to hi-hats, I've got Sound Edge Rude Series hi-hats over here. Those are 14-inch guys. Really earthy sounding and really loud. They've got a pretty definitive chick when they're closed, and then when they're open, they're really bright and they're really controlled. They've got a pretty dirty sound, but with that dirty sound, they're still pretty controlled sounding. So it's a great pair of hats. And then for crashes, I'm using an 18-inch thin crash, and that's a Rude, and then a Rude 19-inch thin crash. I was using wild crashes just because I liked a little bit more of a distorted, loud sound when I'm playing live. But in the studio, I chose to go with the thin guys to have a little bit more EQ in the mix and have something a little more stable sounding, I guess. And for a China, I'm using a 20 series metal China. It's an 18-inch China. Sounds fantastic. It's probably one of the best sounding Chinas I've ever used. It's also extremely durable. I usually go through a lot of cymbals with other brands, but I can usually hold on to one of these guys from anywhere from 6 months to a year. And if you know Unearth, there's a lot of breakdowns, there's a lot of China, and these guys get some abuse. And this guy really holds up. So if you're looking at getting a new China, look into the 20 series. It'll be worth your money and worth the sound. And last but not least, we've got this Rude 20-inch Power Ride. Very typical metal ride, I suppose. You can hear it on like Slayer albums and whatnot. Very good sounding ride. It's kind of got an earthy and distorted like edge and bow to it. And then the bell is loud as hell. That bell fills up this room like a swarm of locusts on a dead animal carcass. It sounds absolutely incredible. So yeah, that's what's going on with all the cymbals on this kit right now. So hopefully you guys will enjoy those sounds when you pick up the new Unearth record. All right, you guys, stay tuned.